Hey everybody, Frank Chen here with REIClub.com, the only site you'll need as a real estate investor. Today's quick video, we're going to be talking about how you can start your very own real estate club. And this mainly applies to investors who A, don't have a real estate club near where they live, or B, the real estate clubs in their area don't really accommodate their investment needs. So, typical functions of a real estate club are you go there for networking, you gain knowledge about certain investment practices that are working in today's market. You also get tips on available listings, commercial, rental, retail, whatever it may be. You also become familiar with laws and as well as get updated on certain regulations in your area, as well as learn market trends, trade info about vendors, advice from legal and financial professionals, learn from guest speakers, as well as find a supportive group of like-minded individuals. Now, before starting a real estate club, you really have to perform your necessary research. Many times you have to come up with a mission statement. What that means is, what do you expect to accomplish or achieve by starting a real estate club? Are you trying to create a central hub for educating your members, provide real estate opportunities? Are you trying to be a profit or nonprofit organization? Or are you just trying to find a way to simply market yourself to the investor community? But if you don't really know how to come up with a mission statement, you can simply refer to a REIClub's website. A lot of the times they'll have their mission statement there, and once again, it's just a good reference point, okay? Now, some common questions you should really ask yourself when starting a meeting is, how often do you plan on meeting? Is it going to be a weekly thing, a monthly thing? Where do you plan on meeting? Where will it be held? What time of the day? Morning, night? Who is your target audience? Newer investors, older? Is it going to be short sale focused, rehab, landlording, whatever it may be? But really what you have to focus on is how many members do you plan on accommodating? Because it's essential for deciding, where do you plan on holding the meetings, how do you plan on structure your meetings, and how much you plan on charging for your membership fees, okay? Now, a really good place to start, if you don't know anywhere to begin, is just simply attend your local REIA club. And if it's a far away, make that drive, but make sure when you get there, take solid notes, okay? Make sure you jot down what their purpose is, how they structure their meetings, how they network. And after you attend a few meetings, you're really gonna see how they operate, okay? And one thing I do want you to focus on is how do they present their offers. Consider what you can do different in order to attract more members, okay? Now, as a president of a REIA club, it's important for you to be very familiar with your local real estate laws as well as conditions, okay? Because people will be asking you, and as a president of the club, it's important that you do know these facts, okay? Now, when you start collecting fees and things like that, I do encourage you to start looking into starting a corporation or an LLC or whatever it may be in order to take advantage of the tax benefits. If you don't know what they are, simply I advise you to consult with an attorney or a tax advisor, okay? Now, also when you create a real estate club, you have to come up with bylaws and guidelines, pretty much the rules that your club runs by. If you don't know where to start, like I said before, simply go online to a real estate club's website, and a lot of times they'll have their bylaws and guidelines there, okay? And once again, these are references. Now, as a real estate club owner, you have to provide solid content for your members, and how you do that is by recruiting experts in the business. Maybe people who are very familiar with real estate law, financing, accounting, or just simply guest speakers and experts who can provide just content for your members, okay? Make sure it's just not a pitch fest. We all know those are not really great to go to. Now, typically, where do you hold these meetings? Make sure it's a centrally located in the city or a town, and it's easy to get to, okay? By easy to get to, just simple directions. Anybody can get there using their phone or just by directions you post on a website, okay? Now, make sure the setting is professional, it's quiet from distractions. I like making sure it's away from the highway because sometimes it can get pretty loud. And then it has room to grow, okay? And make sure the space is affordable. Don't pay for a room that can fit 100 people when you only have 25 members, okay? Because I guarantee your club won't be open very long. Now, of course, make sure it's accommodating to events, okay? Place for product placement, a place for refreshments. But the flow of a room can really affect the mood and the ambiance of a meeting, okay? So keep that in mind. Typical places you can host meetings: office buildings, title companies, hotels, even restaurants. But once again, guys, make sure it's a professional setting. Now, typical real estate membership fees range from about $100 to $200 for the year. Once again, that just covers your membership. But your membership includes discounts on bus tours, possibly, access to resources and tools, access to membership Rolodex, discounts on certain services that you have affiliate contracts with, whatever it may be, okay? But just want to give you guys a reference point. Now, for those who have no idea how to attract members or where to even begin, a good place to start is create a simple website with basic features just to create that initial exposure, okay? But after you kind of get it some ground, word of mouth will start generating members as well as just organically through your site, Okay, now every real estate club, guys, does vary. So it's very hard for me to just kind of give you some one shot or the golden bullet or the magic bullet that will, create a successful real estate club for you. It really just comes down to what other clubs are offering, how they structure their events, and how you can kind of improve on that to make yourself the premier club in your area. To some degree, running a real estate club is just like running a business. You really have to adapt to your members and provide what they need. Just make sure you keep your content current, you keep your members engaged, and then you should really just be off to a good start when starting your club. Okay, guys, again, this is Frank Chen with REIClub.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, leave comments below about what you thought about it. Click the like button because it really does help us out. But more importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep you informed when brand new videos are posted every week. As usual, guys, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, good investing, and bye-bye.